There are plenty of incredibly popular fonts in the world. Not only do they make our sentences look oh so pretty, but each of these heavy hitters has earned their stripes for very distinct reasons. There's Arial and Calibri, holding the top spots for being the trusty default sidekicks of every Microsoft Word user. Yeah, that's probably gonna change though, but we'll see. The compact design of Times New Roman made it the go-to for all sorts of documents, especially essays. It's literally illegal if you don't use it in your academic papers. Who could forget Helvetica, a staple of modern typography, and Comic Sans, the complete antithesis of that. Now that I think about it, it's kind of like pineapple on pizza. Some people love it, most people hate it. It's always there. But today, we're not talking about pizza or any of those usual suspects. No, we're here to chat about a font that's often overlooked. As old as Mickey Mouse, the Oscars, and television itself, and one always hiding in plain sight. I'm talking about Futura. It's a typeface that's incredibly well known, with a storied past and a distinctive look. It might not be objectively the most famous of them all, but it's been sneaking its way into everything over the last 100 years. And it is driving me crazy. Hi, my name is Cuffley. I'm not normal because of this YouTube thing, I spend a lot of time working with fonts. And this is a story about how I hate Futura, which started on the dot 5 months ago. February 2024. Me and my friends are on our way to watch the highly acclaimed Dune Part 2. As we take our seats and our eyes lay upon the beautiful faces of Zendaya, Timothée Chalamet, and Javier Bardem, I happen to notice something others don't. Those captions are in such a beautiful font, one that I simply haven't seen before. Those geometrical curves, the symmetrical length of each letter, with the exception of the W. It's what I take away from the movie. Well, that's not true, but it's funnier if I say it that way. Anyway, the first thing I did after the screening is check whether I already had it on my computer. And when I did, I immediately used it in my, at the time, newest video about Overwatch. The link is over here if you want to check it out. It was glorious. I myself felt like Denis Villeneuve, directing a masterful piece of work and, as a cherry on top, choosing this great font for the subtitles. Mwah! Chef's kiss. Only once I began using Futura on my videos, and after I grew accustomed to its shapes, did I come across its rich history, the reasons why it's being used to this day, and most importantly, how this typeface is home to many different styles of fonts. Futura was created by this guy called Paul Renner, who in 1927 decided that fonts with these little dangly things called serifs were pretty freaking lame. He saw them only as an obstruction, a thing prohibiting an otherwise quick reading experience. And it just so happened that was exactly what many modernist designers, and especially those at the prestigious school called Bauhaus, were all about. Renner was inspired by Bauhaus's ideas of design so much he could almost hear them in his ear. Yeah, strip them, they said. Strip them of those serifs. And he did. He rendered those symbols pure. Wait, we're still talking about fonts? Oh, right. He created what's called a sans serif font, meaning one with no serifs and made with basic shapes. These kinds of fonts were starting to pick up steam at the time and were being more and more widely adopted. But Paul didn't stop there. Noticing there's potential for multiple variations, he began tweaking and twisting Futura into vastly different forms. And that's when I realized something was up. Huh. This is Futura? Yeah, it looks familiar. No. It cannot be. You're telling me Nike uses it? Gillette, Red Bull, even Best Buy. Best Buy and Louis Vuitton share the same font? That's insane. What? But it didn't stop there. Anywhere I looked, it was watching. Its iconic lowercase a design grew to haunt me as I started seeing it in coffee shops, clothing stores, even the local grocery. Fonts I didn't know were Futura turned out to be following my every move. I couldn't even so much as relax. When I booted up Skate 3 for the first time in years, it hit me like a truck. Skate wasn't free from Futura. Like, the thing is, there's just no other font like this. Comic Sans comes at you straight out of the gate. Helvetica, I'm sorry, it's just more bland. And it isn't on the frickin' moon. Okay? You can't run away from it. It's even there. There's just no other font that hides in plain sight like this. And if there are any, don't let me know in the comments. I'm going crazy as is. With all of that said, how do I put it? I don't think I'm gonna stop using it. I still like the way Futura looks, and I hate to say it, but Paul Renner did cook with this one. I just wish companies tried a bit more and experimented with other typefaces. But hey, maybe I shouldn't be so surprised. So I guess the lesson here is, you're not free from Futura. Look around, look at your box of cereal, your coffee mug, or your local store logo. You're gonna find it. And whether you go insane after is not something I'm personally liable for though. And with my feelings about Futura now recorded on tape, thanks for watching. Hopefully see you in the next one.